honestly, this Ambode matter, or I know Ambode's case with Tinubu, I don't know why it's not going away. Because when you hear people say that Tinubu has been in power since 1999, because after him, he has been able to bring other people, other governors, all these governors that are there now is the handwork that made them to come in. So invariably or somehow he's the one who is still ruling. And we've had a Fashola, and we have a this man now, the present governor, Governor Sanwo-Olu. He brought them and Ambode too. Fashola has done his own, and to the extent I think there was kind of a misunderstanding between them, but they were able to settle it, and Fashola skated through. And at the end of the day, even with their back and forth, Tinubu is still the instrumental, or was the instrumental, for Fashola to even get a federal appointment. That being said, but the issue of Ambode is so difficult for people to just look away. It's like it's hurting a lot of people, the manner at which Ambode was treated. Maybe because Fashola got second term, maybe that's why his case is so different. But in the case of Ambode, he couldn't even get a second term, and that is the reason why a lot of people are now saying that this present governor Sanwo-Olu is just like to me. I see him as a representative, but some people use some kind of words, on him, describe him. Oh, is this his ass boy? Is this and that? But to me, I just see him as Tinubu's representative, because Sanwo-Olu has been able to even let people know, to even confirm that yes, this man has been the one invariably indirectly ruling the state, because it's like he doesn't even have he's not even he doesn't have his own charisma. You just see him that this guy is always afraid, if you really watch him very well. But that being said, but the issue now we are talking about now is the issue of Ambode is always coming back. The manner, just like I said, I feel that the manner at which he left and he was not given second term, and the way he was treated, maybe humiliated at some points, is the reason why people always bring the scenario, the situation that happened between him and Tinubu. Of course, Tinubu will come out and say, "Oh, he didn't say this, or he was not instrumental to his or for him losing second term." But of course, we know what we know. He can come out and deny that. He will tell you, "Oh, it is the party leaders. It is party this. It is party members that said this." Forget, we know all of those, how all those things play out. And the now is that Ambode sins, and Tinubu's ally finally reveal how ex-governor lost the re-election. We have been hearing this over and over again, and that's why I'm just like, why is it that this matter is always coming up? Could it be because he didn't get the second term? Because if he had gotten the second term, maybe we will not be seeing something like this, because something of this nature almost happened between him and Fashola as well. So maybe Fashola was able to get the second term, and that's why the matter is not really too, is not coming up the way Ambode's matter is coming up. Because now even the present governor is going for a second term, which I'm sure maybe if he's going to get, but with the dimension of politics now, it's a different thing together. But ordinarily, you will say, oh yes, this man is going to get his second term, and we are still discussing Ambode's issue. Well, Dr. Dele Alake, the Director of Media and Communications of the Presidential Campaign Council of Asiwaju Bola Tinubu, has reacted to a claim that his principal denied Akinwumi Ambode a second term as Governor of Lagos. During a Twitter space organized by Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu Media Center on Sunday, August 28th, Alake made it clear that Tinubu did not reject Ambode, contrary to popular suspicion, Daily Trust reports. The former Commissioner for Information and Strategy in Lagos noted that Ambode was only defeated at the primary by his successor, Babajide Sanwo-Olu, and that this was decided by votes, not by Tinubu. I say that, they will come out and tell you, oh, that is not the way it is. No, 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 people are just trying to insinuate what is not. So they will always defend themselves. Alake explained that while Ambode might have had some flaws and made wrong move at one point or the other, it was not Tinubu's responsibility to choose who governs Lagos. Even if he has the right to support a preferred candidate. He said, in a political competition, there must be supporters here and there. Yes, Fashola's successor Ambode came into office. He was supported by Ashiwaju as Ashiwaju supported Fashola. But let me use this opportunity to clear one point. A misconception that Ambode wasn't given a second term. It is not true. The governorship mandate is not for Ashiwaju to give or take. It is for the people of Lagos State to give or to take or withdraw. Ambode was in office for whatever reason he might have committed. Of course, he did commit gaps and false pass, but he also went through election. Maybe people have forgotten or they have selective amnesia. Ambode went through the political process and lost. Ashwadi did not take the ticket from him. He contested the primaries with Babajide Sanwo-Olu and lost. The primary was conducted in the open and all over the state, and the media covered it and it was shown everywhere. Why do people always succumb to such partisanship occasioned by blind prejudice? Prejudices. Yes, it was Ashiwaju's right to support any candidate or aspirant. It is a normal phenomenon. You know, when you want to judge people's ability, most times we know what drives a lot of people. You know, some people just join this bandwagon. Oh my goodness! Oh, this person, they just put this person as that's a that's high seat, whether the person is saying the right thing or maybe because the person has been able to carve a kind of high seat for himself. People don't even reason again. We know money, how money plays out, and a lot of the things that we heard that Ambody committed, not allowing party members, not giving them contracts, not doing this and this and that, a lot of things out there. Of course, they are going to come out and defend it. Whether Ambody did XYZ is a different thing, but there's this a perception. And when you want to say, oh, people were the one that chose him, we know how a lot of things work. Sentiment, left, right, and center. People don't even, a lot of people are not deep thinkers. They just, okay, this person, maybe let me just trust this person's judgment. Oh, you just hear something, everybody just go with that. So we cannot even come out and say, oh, it could be that people really did this, not even attaching anything to Tinubu. So that's why everybody, you just have to use the brain and be able begin to dissect a lot of things and begin to think beyond what somebody is saying. You have to think it very, very, very right, left, right, and center, in and out, then before you now make your decision. But if you are just like, oh, this person said it, this person said this, let them just go with that. And most of the time, you might be making a mistake. So this issue of Ambody is always going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, and that is, I don't know whether it's going to affect Tinubu. I don't know, maybe because he didn't get the second term. Well, Atiku will defeat Tinubu by votes this time as well. It is by votes Ambody was defeated, and by votes Tinubu will be defeated by Atiku in Jesus' name. In Jesus' name. Okay, Nigerians need to be sensitized appropriately about electioneering and its process. Continue deceiving yourself. You think we don't even know what happened. APC delegates that voted during the primary election are loyalists of Tinubu. Tinubu is the godfather of APC in Lagos. So Alake, don't deceive yourself. Well, all Nigerian politicians are liars. They have no single word of truth in their mouth. If a Nigerian politician says, wait for me, you had better run very, very fast. People forget that Tinubu did not even want his wife to contest the third time, but she was re-elected against his will. Leave those who have hatred for Jagaban. You can convince them. You can't convince them. Grammar. Just convince yourself and let others convince themselves. This is a blunt outline. People are not even buying into this Tinubu's allies position that it was not Tinubu. So everybody just have reason with yourself. Nobody should come and bamboozle you. The man has said what he needed to say. It's your own right to think the way you want to think and understand it. Understand it the way you want to understand it. So, guys, let us know your opinion. Leave your comment down there below. Thank you.